What if I told you that you're wasting a third of your life, not watching cat videos or procrastinating on that project, but by simply sleeping? We spend about 26 years of our lives asleep, and for most of us, that time is a passive, unconscious blur. But what if it didn't have to be? What if you could turn your sleep into a secret weapon for success, a personal training ground for your mind? Today, we're diving deep into the world of dream hacking, exploring whether lucid dreaming, the act of becoming aware and taking control within your dreams, can genuinely boost your waking productivity and problem-solving skills. Can you really use your dreams to rehearse a speech, solve a complex coding problem, or even invent the next big thing? Let's find out. First, let's quickly cover what lucid dreaming is and how it works, specifically for our goal of boosting productivity. In a normal dream, you're just a passenger along for the ride. But in a lucid dream, you suddenly realize, hey, I'm dreaming. This moment of awareness is the key. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for logic and self-awareness, which is usually snoozing during REM sleep, flickers back to life. This gives you the unique ability to influence and control the dream world. Think of your lucid dream as the ultimate virtual reality simulator, a productivity playground. It's a space with zero consequences. You can practice that big presentation in front of 1,000 jeering dream people, and it won't matter if you stumble. You can try 100 different solutions to a work problem without any real-world risk. The dream environment becomes your sandbox for skill rehearsal, creative brainstorming, and overcoming mental blocks. Imagine being a musician and composing a symphony in your sleep, or an athlete perfecting your technique night after night. The applications are incredibly vast and deeply personal. So, how does this dream practice actually translate to real-world gains? It's all about skill transferability. When you practice a skill in a lucid dream, your brain is firing in patterns, very similar to how it would if you were practicing it while awake. You're building neural pathways. For example, practicing public speaking in a dream can genuinely reduce anxiety and build confidence when you step onto a real stage. Your brain has already lived the experience, so it feels familiar and less threatening. Let's imagine a few scenarios. A graphic designer is stuck on a logo concept. They could set an intention to dream about their project. In a lucid dream, they could instantly conjure up hundreds of visual ideas, morphing colors, shapes, and fonts in real time until something clicks. Or consider a software developer facing a tricky bug. In a lucid state, they could visualize the code as a 3D structure, flying through it, and spotting the flaw in a way that's impossible on a 2D screen. The insights gained during the night can then be directly applied the next morning. Beyond just practicing specific skills, the psychological benefits are huge. Regularly achieving lucidity can boost your overall sense of self-efficacy. If you can control your dreams, what else can you control in your life? It fuels creativity by breaking down the rigid logic of your waking mind and enhances your problem-solving abilities. By allowing for unconventional thinking, this mental edge naturally spills over into your day, making you more focused, confident, and innovative. All right, you're probably thinking, this sounds amazing, but how do I actually do it? The good news is, you don't need any fancy equipment. The journey into dream hacking starts with simple, consistent habits. The first and most important technique is keeping a dream journal. The moment you wake up, write down everything you can remember from your dreams. This trains your brain to pay more attention to your dream life, dramatically improving your dream recall. The more you remember, the higher your chances of becoming aware within a dream. The second key technique is performing reality checks throughout your day, several times an hour. Stop and genuinely ask yourself, am I dreaming? Then, perform a test. Try to push your finger through the palm of your other hand. In waking life, it will stop. In a dream, it will often pass right through. Or look at a clock or a line of text. Look away and look back. In a dream, the numbers or words will almost always change. By making this a regular habit while you're awake, you'll eventually do it automatically while you're dreaming, which will trigger lucidity. Now, to make this productive, you need to set your intentions before you go to sleep. This is crucial. Don't just hope for a random lucid dream. As you're drifting off, tell yourself what you want to achieve. Repeat a simple mantra like, tonight, I will become lucid, and I will practice my sales pitch. Or tonight, in my dream, I will find a solution to my project's deadline issue. By planting this seed, you're programming your subconscious to focus on a specific goal once you become aware. Of course, it's not always a smooth ride. A common pitfall is getting too excited the moment you become lucid, which can cause you to wake up immediately. The solution is to stay calm. When you realize you're dreaming, don't go wild. Take a moment to ground yourself. Rub your dream hands together or spin around in a circle. These actions help stabilize the dream state and prolong your lucidity. Another challenge is simply not being able to become lucid. Don't get discouraged. Consistency is key. It might take weeks or even months of dream journaling and reality checks before you have your first success. Stick with Italiano. Looking at the bigger picture, integrating lucid dreaming into your life isn't just a quirky hobby. It's a long-term strategy for self-improvement. It's about reclaiming a third of your life and using it for growth, creativity, and problem-solving. By developing this skill, you're not just improving your productivity at work. You're fundamentally changing your relationship with your own mind. You're learning to collaborate with your subconscious, tapping into a well of creativity and insight that's been there all along, just waiting to be accessed. The future of personal development might just be lucid. Think about it. The human mind is the most powerful tool we possess, yet we only consciously use a fraction of its potential. Dream hacking offers a direct key to unlock more of that power. It's an invitation to explore the vast, untapped landscapes of your own consciousness. So, I want to leave you with a challenge. Tonight, before you go to sleep, place a notebook by your bed. When you wake up, write down whatever you can remember. And throughout the day tomorrow, try doing at least 5 reality checks. Let us know in the comments how it goes, or if you've ever had a lucid dream. I'm genuinely curious to hear your experiences. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe for more deep dives into the limits of human potential. Sleep well, and maybe, just maybe, I'll see you in the dream world.